Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi is in Srinagar in Kashmir to address an election rally for BJP supporters. He says his party will fulfill its promise of restoration of Jammu and Kashmir's statehood.
पहले के उन हालातों से अलग अब कितना कुछ बदल गया है। आज देर रात तक कैंपेन हो रही है। आज लोग जमहूरियत को सेलिब्रेट कर रहे हैं। यहां के युवा में भरोसा जागा है कि उनका वोट, उनका जमहूरी हक ही सही बदलाव ला सकता है।
This is the first BJP rally to be held in a three-phase election period. Mr. Modi's ruling party is fielding only 19 candidates. A Muslim-majority Kashmir is one region in which the party, that's the BJP, has not traditionally held much sway. Jammu and Kashmir held the first phase of polling yesterday. The next two phases will occur on the 25th of September and the 1st of October, with counting due to start on the 8th of October. In phase one, the region saw a record turnout with more than 61% casting their ballots in the first local election in a decade. Phase one was also incident-free and peaceful in one of the world's most militarized regions. The election is the first set of polls since the repeal of Article 370 of the Indian Constitution in 2019. This had allowed the territory to make its own laws in all matters except finance, defense, foreign affairs, and communications. And for more, Nihar Punya joins us live from New Delhi. Nihar, we just heard a short clip of PM Modi's address in Jammu and Kashmir. What more did he say that was of significance?
Well, this is not the usual kind of rallies that Prime Minister Narendra Modi is used to addressing in other parts of the country. While this was a packed stadium, we didn't see the kind of exuberance and applause we see, at other election rallies, something we saw just hours later when he was speaking at an election campaign rally in Hindu-majority Jammu. Over here, we saw some applause, some cheering, but mostly a muted crowd, many people sitting with their arms crossed. And experts have been speaking to say that this strikes at the heart of the kind of mood on the ground. Many locals have been saying they're still angry and feel betrayed by the fact that Modi's government revoked the region's autonomy and special privileges without consulting the people of the state. Mr. Modi tried to address that anger in his speech. He spoke about his vision of a new Kashmir. He said how he has seen in the last 5 years the kind of unrest the region was known for has reduced significantly. He spoke about how we're seeing, fewer clashes between civilians and security agencies. He said enrollment in schools and colleges in the region has gone up. We're seeing more development in terms of hospitals and colleges being set up as well. And he painted a picture of even more development if his party were to come back to power there. It was briefly in power in the 2014 elections with the regional party. Mr. Modi also said that, his party would restore statehood, which many locals have said is a key election issue for them. But, his tone was interesting. Part conciliatory but part optimistic, talking about what more his party can do for Kashmir, but not addressing the unrest and that sense of, anger on the ground in his election speech.
And here, the mood in the crowd may be muted, but certainly in terms, if we look at the ballot box, the record turnout in phase one, more than 61%. Is this president likely to continue in phase two later this month and phase three early next month?
Absolutely. I mean, we saw, nearly 60% turnout in phase one, which the Election Commission says is the highest they've seen in the past 7 elections held in the region of Jammu and Kashmir. We saw similar scenes as well this summer when the region also participated in the country's national elections. And a lot of locals have been turning up to vote, many saying they're using this vote as a referendum on that decision to revoke Kashmir's autonomy. economy. Many say they want to register their protest through that vote. Most experts say it's quite unlikely the BJP will do very well in that region. And it's quite likely that regional parties, as well as the opposition bloc of India parties that took on Mr. Modi in the general elections, will do much better. But what's also happened is that several former separatists have also joined the election fray. They've been urging people to come out in large numbers and vote. They're talking about taking up issues such as pre-trial detentions, about addressing the issue of rising unemployment in the region, the crumbling healthcare infrastructure, saying that if people participate and elect their representatives, all of these issues will be prioritized. And we've seen, locals in Kashmir really respond to that.
Well, thanks, Neha Purnia, reporting live to us there from New Delhi.